survivors, it's your girl Ruriko here, and today my darlings, we're back here with another video. If you're not subscribed, you're still here, we go. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. I love you. But if you're a new subscriber and this is the first time seeing my face, seeing you go, where have you been? Welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because you won't be disappointed of any of the content that I bring to you. I promise. Without further ado, guys, today I generally just wanted to do this video. It's going to be a video about how a newbie, a beginner, somebody who doesn't know, doesn't know what they're doing, is going to do their eyebrows. So I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows and how it's helped me a lot. It's something I just stumbled across, because no matter how many videos I saw, no matter how many tutorials I saw about eyebrows, I just couldn't get it. Every time I tried to recreate it, I either done the brow way too big, I done them way too bushy, too black, too bleak. One was up here, one was down there, sweetie, you know, was never lining up, and I used to literally sit down for hours trying to get it. And one day I said, you know what, forget the pomade, because pomade is very difficult to do if you are a newbie. I'm not saying every newbie, because there's some people that can just fish to water, sweetie, just like fish to water. They just be in there, diving in there and knowing all the tricks and all the back strokes and everything else. You got those type of people that can just pick up something and just run with it, and it just works out for them straight away. But then there's me, the potato, the meat, the person that doesn't know anything. I put my hand to a lot of things, sweetie, and they flop like hot rocks, sweetie. So right now I literally just got a generic pen. This is how I started out. I got a generic pen. It was sitting down in my kit for a very long time. I didn't even look upon it. I was just like, by the time I got this one, I obviously knew about the Anastasia pens and this and that, which by the way never really worked for me, because as soon as I bought the Anastasia pen, it broke. I've just had so much bad luck with it. I've got all the brushes, sweetie, I've got all the angled this and all the angled that. I've done everything I possibly could, but maybe it's just me, maybe I just can't get it. So I'm gonna basically just show you, hopefully teach you something that I learned. Really, I don't know, maybe it will help somebody out there, because trust me, it helps me a lot. And believe me when I say this, I am not up there with the best of the best. I am definitely at the lower part of the food chain, so my eyebrows still don't come out perfect, but I'm gonna show you what I do for my eyebrows. So I'm gonna tell you what I do. So I use a generic pen. This is a generic Amazon pen. It probably cost me like a couple of quid, not that much. I'll see if I can get the links for you down below, somewhere down there. You know the kit where you can shave and shapen up your eyebrows. So it came with like a couple of razors, this, and a couple of stencils, because I was really on the verge of, well, what can I do? Like, what can I do to do these eyebrows? Because my eyebrows are tattered. So I went and got this pen, and I've been using this pen non-stop. As you can see, it's very beat out, very beaten, very used. I use this pen, it's like my holy grail. It's in a dark brown. I then use the Anastasia spoolie, and I also use the angled brush to darken up my eyebrows with the pomade. I do this last because brown is good. Sometimes you want dark brown. Dark brown is not so bad, because my eyebrows, I don't think my eyebrows are completely black, so it's good to obviously just go with the brown. But sometimes if you need a little bit of darkening, this is very good for that. So this is the Anastasia pomade in ebony. I use this, and then I just use, as I said, the generic pen from Amazon. It's all worn out. There was dots all along this. There's no dots anymore. It's been worn out. So I'm just gonna start and just show you what I do, really. Hope I teach somebody something as I go along, or this might not ever come out because I might just go wrong, because there's been so many times that I do my eyebrows and I have to redo them. So please God, do not make this be one of those times, because I am doing a tutorial. Okay, so here we go. So I just get to brushing my eyebrows up. I just neaten them up a little bit and just brush them. As you can see, I've got thick eyebrows, but they're very thin in places, so that's why I need, you know, you got them lovely ladies, and also the boys when they do that, they got, have you noticed that the boys got the most loveliest eyebrows ever before they even darken it up? Darken it up is like a bonus when they're doing their makeup, and you just see them with their big, thick, amazing scent from the guards eyebrows, and then they're there with their pen and they just do these quick strokes and stuff. You hit to yourself, what? And you have to be here meticulously filling in every gap that you have in your eyebrows. So I'm gonna zoom in for you guys to show you what I do. So I just brush them up, really. Brush them up and I brush them across. And then I just literally go in with the pen. Sometimes I use a little bit of oil. If anything is dry, guys, if your cream is dry, if a highlight is just dried out, don't throw it away. Get some really good hydrating oil and use it. I find this pen not quite dry, it's quite okay, but I find that sometimes when you stroke it, it doesn't come on as thick as you want it, so your eyebrows can take a lot longer. So what I do, I just put a little bit of this oil on a palette and I just dip and go. Dip, honey, dip and go. That's basically what I do. And I literally just follow the pattern of my eyebrow. If I want it to be wider, I'll go underneath it. If I want it to be thicker at the top, as you can see, I'm just following this pattern all the way through. So I'm going straight, and then where my eyebrow arches, I then just go down. So it just comes like so. It looks a complete mess at the moment, but that's what it's meant to look like. That's what concealer is for, sweetie. And I just keep on going until I get the thickness that I want, because you don't want to go perfect. The way that I see it as, you don't want to go too perfect, because when you conceal it, you're going to end up with some really thin eyebrows. So it's always good to go a little bit over on each side. Personally, this is my personal preference. I am not a eyebrow guru, but personally what I have found is that if I go if I do a thicker eyebrow, when I conceal it, I've got more wiggle room, I've got more margin for error, you know what I'm saying? And that's my first eyebrow, and then I just go on and do the next. Doesn't matter about any of the mistakes you make. Like for instance, that's a huge mistake. It doesn't really matter, because as I said, the concealer will sort that out. I know it looks cray cray at the moment, but don't worry about it. I basically go in with my BH11 cosmetic brush. It's a concealer brush. Then I go with the Morphe concealer in caramel, and I literally just open it like this. I get the brush and I literally just get some product like so. And then I just like to use a beauty blender to blend it all out. So don't worry if at this point they still look crazy. I know some people at this point it's all looking sick and that, but honestly this is the way that I've learned to do it, honestly. So I'm just letting you guys see how I do it. You really don't need to copy me, but I just think everybody always learns the same way, and they try and show that on YouTube, and everything's the same. Everything is the same. I don't see anybody on YouTube that does it the way that I do it. And yes, my eyebrows won't come out perfect, but trust me, this is an improvement to how it was. So now I'm going to sharpen up the edges before I go in with the pomade. Then I'm going to go into the pomade and fix it up a little. I'm going to go in with ebony like so, and I'm going to use a angled brush. From this tiny bit of product, you don't need that much. And that's my eyebrows darkened up. I then go in with the Maybelline New York Great Lash Clear Transparent Gel. This is what it looks like. And then when you open it, it looks like that. And I literally just go in the front and I just brush up the front of the eyebrows. and then I just take a beauty blender and I just wipe off the excess gel in the front. And that's how I do my eyebrows, honey. I hope it was informative. I hope you've learned something, because literally this is how I have to do my eyebrows. I cannot do them any other way. Like, I literally cannot. And I know they're not perfect. I know there's a lot of other people that can do eyebrows a lot better, but I just wanted to show you guys how a noob does their eyebrows. Obviously, I will keep on doing them and hopefully I'll perfect them and they'll look slayed to the girls one day, honey bunnies. But literally, that's how I do it. I use the Anastasia pomade. I use a generic eyebrow pen just to give me a guideline, because I don't know what I'm doing, and this is literally what it comes out looking like. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, or this look, or how to, or however you want to call it. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. And yes, it's been your girl Ruriko Yamazaki here. Just know that you're loved and you're all that anybody needs, sweetie. And I'll catch you, honey bunny. Yes, you, the one that came to the end of the video and hand of your girl. I'll catch you, honey bunny, on another video. Mwah!